friends, I'm really excited to get back into American Miscellany today. We're here on page 328, and our next essay number 134, is about connection between commerce and intellectual eminence. And I'm excited to get into it. I mean, partly because connection is spelled with an X, which I think is adorable. But quickly, I'll just let you guys know, this great big book was published in 1865. This book, American Miscellany, is just a collection of essays, and the topics are quite random. Our last topic, essay number 133, was about Western scenery. And it's kind of long, kind of pedantic, but you know, we learned something, and I think maybe we'll learn something today with this essay. So this is new to me as it is new to you. We're learning together today. So all right, let's check it out. Essay number 134, Connection Between Commerce and Intellectual Eminence, by Archibald Allison, the historian. There is a natural connection which has made itself manifest in every age between commerce and intellectual eminence, and the greatest steps in human improvement, the greatest marvels of human exertions, have arisen from their combination. It was to the commercial city of Tyre that we owe the invention of letters, that wonderful and almost superhuman discovery, which first gave permanence to the creations of thought, and sends forth the winged words of genius to make the circuit of the globe and charm while it endures. It was its fortunate situation on the highway from Asia to Europe, since reopened by British enterprise, which gave its early celebrity and enduring fame to ancient Egypt, and we owe to the caravans of the desert, more even than to the power of the pharaohs, those wonderful structures, the pyramids of Cairo and the temples of Luxor, which after the lapse of 4,000 years still stand erect and unshaken above the floods of the Nile. Rome herself, the mistress of the world, owed her vast and enduring domination mainly to the energies of commerce, and behold, her provinces clustered round the waters of the Mediterranean, to be convinced that more even than to the arms of the legions, that's what it says, to be convinced that more even than to the arms of the legions, her power was owing to the strength of the maritime cities which glittered along its shores. It was the caravans of the desert which raised those wonderful structures which still, at Tadmor and Palmyra, attest the magnificence of the Queen of the East and attract the admiration of the European traveler. It was in commercial Alexandria that alone a library was formed, worthy of the vast stores of ancient knowledge, and when the dominion of the consuls had fallen, and the arm of the Romans could no longer defend Italy from the swords of the barbarians, the incomparable situation and commercial greatness of Constantinople perpetuated, for 1,000 years longer, on the frontier of barbarian wilds, the empire of the East. Nor has commerce in modern times fallen from her high vocation as the chief spring of social improvement and most powerful humanizer of man. It was in the manufacturing city of Florence that a rival was found in Dante to the genius of ancient poetry. In the mercantile city of Venice, that painting rose to its highest luster on the canvas of Titian. Genoa sent forth that daring spirit which first burst the boundaries of ancient knowledge and exposed to European enterprise the wonders of another hemisphere. It was in Lisbon that there was at once found, in Vasco da Gama, the courage to brave the Cape of Storms and open the ocean path to the regions of the East, and the genius of Camoens to celebrate the glorious enterprise and forever enshrine it in the hearts of men. Great as these achievements are, there are yet greater things than these. It is in the north that the chief triumphs of the alliance between commerce and intellect are to be found. To one commercial city of Germany we owe the art of printing, to another the Reformation. The first has rendered certain the diffusion of knowledge, the last impossible the slavery of thought. Painting has again in the north reached its highest perfection in a commercial city, in Antwerp, where the immortal genius of Van Dyck and Rubens was exhibited. Commerce in Holland achieved a glorious victory alike over the storms of nature and the oppressions of man. But why should we travel to other times in distant lands for a confirmation of the same eternal truth? In this age, in this country, in this city, its highest glories have been found. Here it was, and here alone, that a successful stand was at last made against the aggressions of revolutionary France. It was the discoveries of Watt, of Arkwright, and of Crompton, which arrayed the forces that the arms of Napoleon were unable to subdue. It was a company of British merchants which subjected the vast realms of Hindustan to the scepter of Queen Victoria, and exhibited the prodigy of a single Delhi Gazette, announcing in one day the capture of Kabul in the heart of Asia, and the submission of the Celestial Empire under the walls of Nankin. It is the energy of British commerce which has peopled the Western Hemisphere with our descendants, and is spreading through the Eastern Archipelago the wonders of European art and the blessings of Christian civilization. Hitherto the progress of improvement has ever been from east to west, from the rising to the setting of the sun, but the merchants of England have, for the first time in the history of the world, rolled back the tide of civilization to its source and returned its blessings to the regions of the sun. Wow, that essay, I can't say I agree with any of that, but okay, that's what we do here. We encounter random people and their random essays. Interesting.